Well, I've got a great project I'm going to show you today that can make you a quick buck. Now, I'm going to give you the prices of different things as I go along, and these are going to be in cents and dollars because that's what I looked it up. So that's how I'm going to do it, but it's not going to be much different in pounds. I'm going to be using my own stickers that I made using print and cut on my Cricut, but I've just looked on Amazon and you can buy packs of stickers, large packs of stickers, for relatively nothing. They worked out at 4 cents each. And if you want your logo, they work out at 23 cents each. So it's even cheaper than me printing them myself. Might as well send them off and get them done. I'm going to be using these little Perspex blanks. And these, again, are readily available. The circle ones are the cheapest ones. They work out at 16 pence each. The heart ones, they work out at 40 pence each, which I think is quite expensive, but there you go, it's a heart. And the hexagonal ones, they work out at 25 pence each. And these are really easy to do. Now, when they come with this Perspex protector on it. And don't be tempted to take this off, if you can get it off. Yes, use my little needle tool. That'll make life easier. Now, don't be tempted to take this off before you want to use it, because this really does keep them clean. Now, if you've got some that you've already taken it off, then just go over it with a little tiny bit of alcohol first, and you will find that'll clean it up. So I like the owl on this, and that owl says running on caffeine, and I designed that and I printed cut it, so I know I can use it. All I need to do is pop that on there like that, and then I've got a little keyring blank. But that is quite simple, and it's a nice way of doing it. But I also want to change it up a little bit as well. Take that off the back there like that, and that gives you quite a clear back, and that's not as exciting, I don't think. Now, you could put another sticker on the other side of that if you wanted to, but I'm going to try and do something a little bit different with these. So I'm going to get quite a few ready, and all I'm going to do at this stage is take off one side of the plastic. Definitely don't want to be taking off more than one side at this stage, and it does make it much easier to take off as well with this little pin tool. I'm going to do 3 of those. 3 of the hearts. I might do more circles actually, because they are the cheaper ones, and they still look great. Again, only taking off one side, and you don't have to do any prep to them. So there we go. I've got those ones done. Keeping them up the right way as well for the next thing I want to do, and this really does make them pop. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to spray these, but only on one side. I'm going to be using a blue metallic, a pink metallic, and a silver metallic paint. And these will spray really easily as well. Make sure that whenever you're spraying in a well-ventilated area, and you're using a mask. I'm going to be using this mask. It's a great mask, and I'm also going to have my extractor fan on. I'm moving those ones out of the way, because there's not much in this, I don't think. And now I'm going to give them a quick coat. Doing light sprays as you go. There we go. Look how pretty they are. And if you want to, you can just give it one coat, or you can let it dry and give it a second coat. I think I'm going to get away with one coat there. And this one, I think I'm going to put a bit of blue on it as well. So what I'm going to do now is leave these to dry. It is a quick drying paint, but I'm going to leave it to dry for probably a couple of hours. These have been about an hour now, and they're all touch dry, which is great. Even though something is touch dry, it does often need probably about a full 24 hours to get fully hard and dry. And when you're painting on things like Perspex and that sort of stuff, you do want to make sure that it's actually fully dry. Now my next stage is to help prevent those scratching when they're being used, and to give them an extra bit of strength, I'm going to quickly go over them with a spray of yacht varnish, which is designed for strength and sealing and preserving. I love this yacht varnish. Make sure you shake your cans up well whenever you're spraying anything. I would also normally make, if I was going to make these, I would make probably about 30 of each of these in one go. So they're done and ready and curing and drying. So now that's on there, I'm going to do some very light sprays over this, going that way and then that way. I'll let that dry, and then I let that dry for about an hour, and then I'll give it another spray the same. Well, these are all dry now, well, touch dry, and they've had probably about an hour and a half. What I'm now going to do is pop my stickers on them, and you'll really see the difference now with them. And the reason I leave the backing on these is because, as you'll see there, look, I got a bit of paint on that one, and it just saves me having to clear them up. So I'm going to just take that backing off, and now it's lovely and clean, look. And the backing will come off just as easy as the one on the front came off. At this stage, because they've only been drying a couple of hours in total, try not to touch the painted area too much for at least 24 hours. And then I'm going to go through with you the whole of the costings and how much I will sell them for, and the profit that you can make on these. And it's brilliant profit. Big thank you to everyone that got me a coffee last month. If you'd like to get me a coffee and say thank you for any of my videos and support I give and help support this channel, then the link for that is in the description below, and you'll get your name on my coffee board. It really is appreciated. Every penny goes back into this channel. And I also have a website where I give away an awful lot of information, worksheets, and I have a blog on there as well that you can read. It's all free. The link for that is in the description below. If you sign up for my newsletter, then you'll also get extra discounts. And when they come through and I've got extra discounts, I'll send them out in my newsletter, and you can make the most of those. And I don't spam you, honestly. It takes me ages to put a newsletter together, so you'll probably only get a few a year. So they're all off now. Look how pretty they look. They do look so pretty. So much nicer than that one, although they look quite nice, the clear ones, but these ones I think look much nicer. So now all I'm going to do is go ahead and decide which stickers I'm going to put on which pieces. And then once I've put the stickers on, I've got one more step that I'm going to do to protect them. See, look how nice that looks with the background. And it also looks nicer from that side too. Well, now we've got the stickers on there, and they're all on there really well. What I'm going to do is give them, again, another coat of the clear gloss varnish, the yacht varnish. I'll probably give it 2 coats and let them dry in between. But I'll be giving it 2 quite light coats. So now they're done, I'll wait for those to dry, and then I will give them another coat of the varnish. And the reason I do that is I use an inkjet printer, and that way it seals that ink in really, really well. And helps them be a bit more scratch resistant as well. Well, these are all done now, lovely and dry, and you wouldn't know that there's been any spray put on that clear one or on any of these. It's had 2 coats. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn these into keyrings. And these keyrings work out at about, well, I know exactly what they work out at, 12 pence each. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to finish them off, and then I'll quickly go through with you all the costings and how much I sell them for and how much profit I make. Well, these are all finished now, and I think they've come out amazing. So easy to make and really quick to make. I could probably make 50 of these easily in about 15 minutes if you take out the dry-in time. Because it literally is to take the protection off, spray them, let it dry, put your stickers on, spray them again, put your key rings on them. So definitely 50 I could do in 15 minutes. Now this one is one I made with my logo on, and then on the other side it's got my website address here to encourage people to have a look at this. Now I wouldn't be charging for these. If people bought something from me and I wanted to chuck in a little free gift, I'd probably chuck these in alongside it, or I'll have them hanging around in certain places on a stall. So let's have a look at costs of these and what I'll sell them for and how much profit I'm going to make. So the circles, they were really easy, and to be honest, I would say they are my favourite ones, the circles, and they're the cheapest ones too. So the circles, the actual shape itself, this little shape works out at 0.16 cents. The sticker worked out, and if you get them off Amazon or wherever, I will list them in the description below, you can get 300. They work out at 0.4 cents each. The keyring and attachment, they work out at 12 cents each. The paint, I would say, is 5 cents. I hardly used any paint and varnish for that. Time is 13 cents. Time is calculated at $25 an hour. These took 15 minutes to make without drying time included. I could make 50 in an hour. I could make 50 in 15 minutes. So $25 divided by 4 divided by 50 equals 13 cents per item. So the total cost per item of the circle ones is 50 cents. I would be selling them for $1.99, or you could sell them for more if you want. So the profit on each one of these is $1.49. And now it's exactly the same for the heart one, apart from the shape is more expensive. These work out at 40 cents each as opposed to 16 cents each. The heart ones are the most expensive. All the other prices are the same, apart from my total cost per item, which is 74 cents. If I sell it at $1.99, then I'm only making $1.25 on each of them. And the same for the hexagonal ones. The only difference is the price. That costs 25 cents each blank. And so my profit margin on those is $1.40. These are pick-up items. They're things that people, when they're buying on your stall, will look at, or when they're looking on the internet, will think, oh, I'm going to have one of them, pick them up. Or I'll get a couple of those for the kids. I really like them. I think they look very, very pretty. They're very useful, quite functional. And if you didn't want to put stickers on them, you could put numbers on them. You could sell them to hotels, little motels or places like that. There's lots of things that you could do with them. You could even have them as really big earrings, I think, if you wanted to. Like I said, these are my stickers. I made these myself, so not today, not ever. Running on caffeine. I couldn't deal right now. Absolutely not. And I'll get to it eventually. I had some fun making them. If you want to learn more about making things for profit, then check out the video that I've got coming up next. I think you'll really enjoy that. Boot the like button, hit the subscribe button, but most of all, enjoy your crafting. Take care. Bye.